The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Clemson's offense will have the football first. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse that can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons.
There he goes! Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Clemson jumps to the line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Tight end now in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting it 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Brown wants to pass. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run the screen. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be danged, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange offense will get its first chance now. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
The Orange will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Brown will throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hodges. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner? Taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. Gets it out quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
To the ground with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And he'll be brought down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Shakes off the defender. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Brown wants to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Got his man on the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And he has had this offense clicking on all cylinders the entire game. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Brown will throw it. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. He'll do it himself. Turning it off. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Nebraska is just getting blown off the field right now. I've seen some stinkers in my day. This one smells like a pasture. How's that for descriptive? They're trailing by 14 to Maryland. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Under fire. Dumps it off in the flats. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This quarterback has been locked in. He's guided his offense. Oh, a lot of space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Clemson. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
21, Syracuse, 3.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Burks. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. To the air on 2nd down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Guys, let's talk about Syracuse. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense trying to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This could absolutely absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
You cannot make a bigger statement on offense than your head coach deciding to go for it on 4th down, deep in your own end, early in the game, and they get it somehow running the football. Wow.
Got room at the 35. He's loose on the touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Off play action. Makes the catch. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Swings it out to the flat. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Syracuse will be forced to punt. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Rides to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Lining up to convert third down. Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. There he goes. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll open the second half on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give from the gun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got a man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Now they'll run the draw. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Looking to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Burks. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Syracuse will send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He'll keep it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying play action. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks the tackle.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding this. And that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He makes the grab. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
1st down for the offense.
Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Clemson.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The give on the inside. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burks. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. 1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the shotgun, the inside give. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They've got the screen set up. Turns it on in midfield. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. They'll try to get outside. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll knock him down. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running back searching for a hole. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. BYU is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure the folks around that program feel that way. Something is up there in Provo. They're trailing by 14 to Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Orange will have to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. Get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Brings up 2nd down.
The hand to the running back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Brown wants to pass, and it's incomplete on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Hooks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Makes the grab. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll go to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. He'll do it himself. Fighting off the defender. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. Fair catch, called for and made. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Just an outstanding performance for this guy behind center. He's been elite in every aspect. He's thrown the ball on time. He's made big plays down the field. He's punched it in when they've gotten opportunities. You just couldn't ask for anything more. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
On the play.
Punt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.